play rapid chess, thinking better, not faster. I will open up my thinking as we go, so I hope this will be both interesting and instructive. Okay, let's start. Welcome. So 10 minutes games are those which I will play today. Okay, let's see what we will have in the first game. Okay, e4, e5. And then, okay, we have Rui Lopez. Okay, this line. Okay, there's many ways to play against this line. Let's play this one. I'm going to castle long. Bishop g4 is one idea, of course. And now we take here. Now I can trade queens, but okay, let's do that. Maybe I lost a tempo here if we compared that other line, but white can't play c3 now and put king on c2. So there's some pros and cons. Okay, and long castling. I think I have to use some time here for the start, not to make anything wrong, because I think it's not so easy to see all those small tricks because my development is not ready. Should I go for bishop c4 check or not? If king goes here, then it's, of course, this is good choice. But if white can play king f3, then bishop c4 might be even a mistake. So okay, why not knight f6, bishop e7? Looks quite natural to me. And if rook comes here, I have bishop e7. There's nothing. Okay, bishop g5, bishop e7, e5. Okay, I have to be careful. Okay, bishop g5. Maybe I can play rook e8. And if he takes, I have two bishops against two knights, and probably chance to open up the position with f5. Okay, let's start with this. And maybe I will play rook e8 if rook comes to d1. Let's see. Yeah, this was my idea. Now there might be some tactics on e-file. Now I don't have to trade these. Knight d7 with the idea of f5 looks quite interesting. Maybe king goes here. Okay, but this is nothing, I guess, because this is well guarded by knight and bishop. So maybe f5. Okay, if I take here, then knight can take it. So maybe I will just develop my pieces. Then maybe rook here, and I try to go without knight takes e4, but let's see. I think my position is well coordinated in the center. There's no attack for white, and I can play like this. Maybe even g4, but then actually this pawn is hanging in that line, but maybe I can do something else. Even b6, that frees the knight, because there's no need to keep on d7. So maybe knight f6 is actually better than this idea. It's so slow. So knight f6 is the main idea for me. Okay, he tries to trade some pieces, but now this is double pawns, so I think I'm doing fine at least to take here. Otherwise, this might be good choice for white, but I can see the point here, because at least I can take here, trade here, and take here, and it has to be better for me, but maybe I have even something better. If I take with the knight and jump here, can I? Okay, maybe I can't do much because there is bishop takes c5, but this is a critical moment actually. Maybe I should take some time to think. If I go here, then takes, both are hanging. And then I can actually put my rook d8. Looks interesting actually. If he takes here with the bishop, then I can take here and here. Okay, I'm not sure at the moment, but okay. But I will have bishop pair in this line. It should be something. Okay, I trust the bishop pair. I don't have to take here immediately. And actually here, I can probably take and play b6, because this bishop has to go out from this diagonal. So I think this is very good positional idea, because if bishop goes somewhere here, white's position is already lost. I think so. And now there is no good squares. I think it will be checkmate in few moves. Okay, king can go here and then escape, but at least I can grab this pawn. I will take this rook, I guess, with this idea. Yeah, I think he can't do anything here. Bishops are so strong in open position, so I would like to keep those bishops, but maybe it's too risky to do something like this. Okay, let's play simple idea. Oh, I could take here first and then take here. But okay, then it's a little bit different. But I will trade these with pleasure, because then I have open files for my rooks. So okay, but I can escape now. Can I? Yes. So rook here. This is very powerful knight actually. So maybe I would like to trade it with this idea. I will give this pawn away to get easier position. Now it's probably easier, but yeah, actually should be quite easy because he can't move the bishop. This pawn will drop, and I can make some progress here, like king c6, and put my other rook here. And if king goes here, he can't move anything. Okay, let's see. Maybe rook here. Or maybe I just... Okay, why not h5, actually? Yeah. Rook has to go here, and it's very passive. So I will continue my ideas. Okay, he went there. Now I just take this one. Usually it's very good idea to trade pieces when you are leading in the material. So now I will put my pawn here to stop everything, I mean. Okay. I think it was quite good game for the start. Good morning. Welcome. How are you? It is 7.9. Okay, but let's play more. Okay. Let's play d4. d5 is interesting option, but I think knight c3 is... At least it's put some pressure on black's position. If e6, then we can go for e5, and then c5 is not an option, and that's bad French. So knight c3, and the idea is to push d5. Knight doesn't have good squares. Maybe knight d4, queen d4 taking here, but it takes so much time. I think this is the main line here, if I remember correctly. Knight jumps here, and then f5. It might get critical, but I think in rabbit chess I have some time to think, and I will find out the way how to play. Okay, let's see. Maybe h4 was one idea, but then h5. It gives some room for bishop. Or should I give a check and put my bishop on c4? That looks interesting, actually. Because bishop is not well placed on d7. And then I think this will drop. But maybe bishop c4 immediately. It stops e6 because then there is a weak pawn. Will be weak pawn after takes and bishop trade and so on. Okay, let's play this one. Of course, bishop g4 is something I want to stop. b5. Maybe it's not okay. This was kind of glitch reaction, not the best, I guess, but I could go without it. I think so. But it's not so bad. Knight e2, or maybe even f3. with the idea of strong piece play. Okay, let's play this one. I think this only makes black's position weaker. Now he doesn't have g4 square and bishop h2. Then I'm fine. I can even castle long, but that's in that case a4 is probably a slight mistake, at least slight, but maybe even a big one. Okay, let's see, queen d4 and long castling. It's very hard to develop this bishop now. If he plays c5 or e5 or something like that, I can just take, and my knight will jump here. I think white is much better, but let's see. Yes, I will play at Assembly Winter 2026. There is something like 20 days, and then we have this interesting event. All top Finnish players are participating, so it will be interesting. And actually, I think we are going to play 10 minutes rapid games, so it's a good idea to train. I think he can take, but now I saw this tactic. At least it gives me something. Oh, there's bishop d5. So after queen c4. So maybe I should do something else. But okay, now he has e pawn. I mean e6. Okay, I can take here. And then take this pawn. And maybe it's the best way to play here. Oh, a6 and b6 are weak pawns. So let's trade. If he takes with the king, I can take here. It's even worse. And that's why I think... or should I take this first? But then e5. And it shuts my bishop. So I will do this and play a5. Now a6 is a weak pawn. Bishop d3 looks natural because knight e5 is good move for black. In that case, if I play b3, and also I can't see the point to play b3. Okay, maybe I have some extra pressure on a6, but this looks much better. There might be some tactical tricks with knight h4, e3, and something. But I think I can castle long, and still it's not so easy to develop this side. I think I should be careful. Maybe I should castle short, actually. Then these pawns are not weak, and there is no tactics anymore. Maybe I can even... Okay, let's think. a5, bishop here. a5, bishop here. Check, bishop here. Then I will take, but what is that? I don't know. any better options. Knight d4 with the idea of sack here doesn't work. I think so. I should take this one, maybe. Castle, bishop here, then h4. It stops knight g3. Okay, this is not so easy. I think I should have better position, but I don't know how to proceed here. Maybe castling. Okay, let's castle and then something. Rook here. Should be at least fine. My pawn majority looks much better than this one, but let's see. Knight d5 with the idea of taking e-pawn might be actually something, but I can block those pawns, and that's why I think it's not the best for black. Maybe knight here with the idea of f5, but this is weak. So it's not so easy to find a plan for black either, but maybe castling and then h4 to stop knight g3. Okay, he goes for trade. That is a surprise to me, but let's see. Okay, I will take here. But now I think I can use these squares. Okay, let's play this rook here. And then maybe rook d6, rook b6. At least I can take d file now. Maybe even rook d4, because then I have chance to play knight g3. And if he plays e5, it will open up this diagonal, and then rook b4. Okay. Oh, there's some plans actually. Already. Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay. Okay, he tries to take here and then h4. Okay, this might be at least small problem for me. Okay, if I play g3, knight will come here. Okay, that might be very dangerous. What about king here and then rook g1? f3, e3, f3, takes, then there is no checkmate. Oh, but knight g4 and this will open. Okay. There's quite many threats actually. But how to defend? This is not easy. Maybe I should go for this plan. Okay, then he will sack and play h4. That looks very dangerous. Maybe I should go... now I don't know. I underestimated his chances. He can do this and e5, and I don't know what to do. So it was bad idea to trade here. Okay, have to do something quickly. Okay, I let this happen because then I can trade this knight. I will go here. I don't want to do this, but I can't see any other option for white. At least now he has perpetual. He can do this, but I think he can do better without that. Can he sacrifice? I think he can't, because I can block here, block this pawn, and then king goes e2. I think he played this too quickly. I mean, and maybe I can do this now and trade this knight, and then I'm fine. But it takes some time. Maybe knight f4 is actually better. It's more active, and these are not so good moves because it takes a square from this rook. Maybe I can play rook d6 immediately, actually. Or is this a plan? No, I don't think so. Oh, he can check. Now I have to go here. Another knight. Oh, okay. E3 maybe. Oh. E3 might be the best. Then he can take here, king here, but then knight, king here, check. I will take. I think there is no checkmate, but maybe there is. He can. I go here. Check. Check. And then. Oh, okay. I'm going to lose at least that. King e1, actually. It's very threatening, but bishop here. Then I'm going to lose. Okay, rook here. Yeah, this is losing. But I don't have anything else. I can't play this one. Okay. I tried to trade pieces, but I think it's not going to work, but have to try something. Okay, now there's no way to stop that one. Okay, have to resign. He played very precisely after bishop c5. Let's see. I think I was my position was very good at some point, but okay, knight b5 is already almost winning. But what is this? He can play bishop d6. Aha. But still, I can take here and take with bishop at least. This is much better for white. Somehow I didn't see that one. Okay, and this is already a mistake according to the computer. e5. Oh, this can be so good. He will trade. And then... Okay, this is a kind of surprise to me, but maybe bishop b4 is the idea, and knight d5, rook c8, so this is not hanging, actually, yes. And now bishop b4, maybe knight d5 or something like that. Okay, black is very active, and even these pawns are weak. He can create weakness here, and then he is just pawn up. Or actually, pawns are equal at the moment. So maybe piece activity is the reason here why computer says that this is better for black. Who knows? Okay, this is quite a dangerous line if white is not ready for tactics. I think I knew this idea, f5, and then check. If bishop goes here, knight here, or okay, have to put here, but and this is something which might lead disaster for black also if black is not ready. If he takes here, can't take this one because then there's nice tactics and then this will drop. Anyway, okay, let's just check few things. Because here I thought I'm clearly better. I should castle long here. Okay. But I did this one. And is this already bad for me? Okay. Okay, there might be good chances to create play, and somehow I didn't see that my king is actually in danger here. I could go for this, but I thought that then he just takes here, for example. Yeah, and then h4 or even e3 first and then taking here. This looks awful actually. Knight will go here if knight goes here, and then black is going to win. Okay, he played very well in the end. Okay, and then to the next game. Hi, welcome. Let's play c5. Neudorf variation. Bishop e7, it's a little bit more precise than this one because f4, f5 might be something. Is g4 the idea here? No, okay. Now we can take knight d7 or knight c6. Which one? Maybe this one. Oh, this is hanging. Have to think that the last game was so shocking that I didn't remember to play knight e5, which is very natural move. Okay, he trusts my sacrificing idea somehow, but and now knight d4 is not dangerous for black. This is very normal to get pawns like this, and usually black should take here now. Okay, now I think I should think maybe b5, b4. Because white will play g4, g5 very quickly, so maybe this is needed, but actually a3 will happen. So is there any... Okay, maybe b5 still, because I think he can't let this happen. And after a3, we might have b4 later. Why not b4 immediately? If he takes, we can play rook b8, and it looks very dangerous. So this pawn sack might be very good for black. Of course, there's some risks, but maybe here. If he takes, I will take with the pawn. Okay, let's do that. Maybe b4 is the next move. Oh, or at least queen c5 taking here is one option. This is also something. Maybe even knight d7, but okay, g4, g5, and then I don't have bishop f6. Okay, let's see. Queen takes c4. Can I sack this pawn? Maybe not. Okay, but then this pawn will drop. Somehow I'm missing tactics. Okay, it's better to keep queens. Of course, queen b7 after bishop takes here. Bishop takes, queen takes, and then queen b7, but knight d5 might be already too good for white. Maybe I have knight e4. Yeah, Oh, there's knight. But queen is hanging. It's very complicated, actually. Check, king here, queen somewhere. Okay, he didn't do that. Now I think I can take this one and take here, will play bishop f6 if rook goes here. Let's see. He will take this one. Maybe I take with queen. If I take, can he do this? But at least, oh, there's knight d5. Actually, knight d5 will come after knight takes g4, so I think I'm already in trouble. I have to play queen c5 and trade. This will drop if he takes this one. If this happens, then I have at least knight h5 and queen takes f5 if he trades here. So let's try this one. It's not pleasant position to play, but knight c4 was actually a mistake, I think so. Now he can just defend this, and then this position looks very, very, very shaky. Okay, now can I do this? He will do that. And okay, it's not working. Now I think I'm going to lose this one. Oh. Now he can take here or play something like that. Oh, knight will jump here. Okay, I have to go for this and try to take this bishop, and he takes here. I'm going to lose that position, of course, but that's the only try. By the way, there is a poll in the chat. If you want to vote, feel free to vote. It seems that this format is leading at the moment. Okay. Even though the games are not the best, but sometimes it's just like that. It's human, yes. I try to get something, but bishop can take here, and my position is very bad. After bishop c7, I can't even take this one because there's rook e8 after trade on d5, so he can play here this one or maybe even this one. Okay, but there's also check after bishop a3, so I don't have time to do this. Actually, I think I resigned this one. Let's see what went wrong. He played very well. Oh. Okay, I can play d5 immediately. Have to remember next time. This is the basic idea, of course, in Najdorf, but somehow I didn't even think about it, because that knight e5 position is playable for black, but of course this is equal, and then white doesn't have any edge. But I should go for knight e5 immediately, as I said. This is of course a mistake, because he can take this immediately. But now, and here, if knight takes here, this position is good for black, according to the computer as well. Okay, I played b5. Here, knight c4 is the mistake. I should play... I thought that he will do this. But then I could play d5. Because if he takes, this will lose. Because I can take on c2 and then something like rook d8. Knight bishop f6, and these kind of ideas didn't work in the game. I tried, but didn't have time to do that. So maybe rook f8 and everything is fine. Maybe bishop f8 and okay. But this is clearly a wrong idea. I should take with queen here, but this is already good for white. I don't have real counterplay here, and that's why I took with the pawn. Okay, let's play more. Can we have rematch? He's playing already. Maybe there was some chances to take g4, or I don't know. Okay, let's concentrate this one now. Okay, castling. Is he going to play f4? This should be fine for black, at least, but usually when white plays g4, it's a good idea to play f5. So maybe knight e8. I try to play b5, b4, knight d4, and so on, but now I don't have time to do that. Okay, f5. Okay, now I can't play f5, but I think I can still play with these standard ideas. This is not too dangerous at the moment, I think so. b4, e6. Now I think I have to play e6, otherwise white's position might get much better, but is there a chance to play f6 actually? No. If I take bishop g5, but then I can take here. So I would like to have this kind of position, but let's see. Is he really going for f6? Not this time, and I think it's not working. But what we have here, bishop d7 maybe. Okay, let's try to be practical. I can't see anything wrong. Queen e7, knight c7. It's not so easy to get these pawns forward. Maybe knight e5 to stop knight c4. I can take there. Queen e7, knight c7, maybe knight here. Okay, maybe knight c7 immediately to get this knight to the game. G5 with the idea of knight d5. Oh, there's two knights between, so it's not a threat yet, but might be in some day. Okay, queen f2 with the idea of this, but I think then I can take here. But I have to create some play in the center or on queen side. Okay, what is the plan? Okay, let's play this one. It stops both. And maybe queen a5 with the idea of breaking this queen side is already too much. Okay, he tries to play f6, I guess, with some tactical ideas. But at the moment I can take here. If he takes, I will take with the pawn, and then bishop is guarded by the rook, and if he jumps here, I can play bishop d8. So maybe I can play this way. Maybe it's too risky. Okay, let's play knight d4. There's no c3 because this rook is hanging. Interesting knight position. Okay, he wants to trade. Now I think I should take here. He tries to play f6. Or maybe queen, bishop f6. Or queen f6. Which one? Bishop. Or maybe bishop. Yeah, then I can go here. Actually, it's already a threat. Okay, I don't have a clear plan what to do after this, but and also there might be some problems later, but have to do something. Okay. Maybe there was intermediate move, but okay. This is the position now. I think I can take here. Maybe e5. Or taking here twice. And king here. Okay, I will take here. If I play e5, can he do this or not? Bishop goes here, and then he will take here. Okay, that's the problem. So I have to take here. Okay. I will take there twice, and then king h8. I think his king is as weak as mine. But let's see. king h8. If pawn takes here, that's much better, I guess, because now I don't have that option anymore. Okay, let's do this. I will take with the pawn, and if he takes, I have e5. And now king goes here. I have strong center. I think I'm doing better here. Now I just have to prevent tactics. Queen goes here maybe. But I can trade queens, I can trade rooks, I can trade almost everything, I think so. Okay, should I do something else than trade? Okay, I will trade. B3. I will trade one pair of rooks. And oh, he tries to play this one and trade here. Then he might have some chance to create play. But now I think I can actually play d5 and take here or get my rook here. But do I have some problems with the back rank? I think I can push d5, but it looks a bit risky. Okay, if I put my king here, okay, it's much better, yes. I think I can trade all those rooks if needed. Of course, d5 is my main idea. If I play d5, and then my rook goes here, he will do this and put here. Then rook here, takes, takes, takes. I think it's better for me. I go for d5. This king is out of play at the moment, and I think it gives me some edge. My rook can go here as well. c2 is a weak pawn, so I think he have to do something like this. But actually I don't have to trade. I can wait and trade. And I think his pawns are getting weak. Oh, is this a move here? Yeah, tricky tactics. Okay, I think I have to take and put my king here. King goes... Okay, I will... Yeah. I think I'm not going to get checkmated, and there's no perpetual check. Okay, why not d5? Looks very good, actually. I will take here. Oh, but he will check, and then this will fall. Oh, no, actually, yeah. This is working, because this rook is hanging. He doesn't have that option, and I think... Okay, there is now perpetual check, but maybe I can sack this one. Or what should I do, actually? E4, D3. Oh no, that's not a good idea. If I do this, he will have D6. This is hard, actually. But if I take this one, check, check, I can go here, check, check, and there is no checkmate, so. I hope I didn't calculate wrong way. Check, and everything is covered by this rook and that rook. Oh, this is hanging, actually. That might lead in trouble. Or it leads equal position. So I don't have time to do this. Too bad. Maybe rook here. Oh, then there's checkmate. So okay, I think I have to do this one, and then it is just equal. Of course, he can try for more, but let's see where I went wrong. Okay, it was quite a decent game according to the computer, but it was surprising that this position was actually quite good, even though computer says that black is better, but it's not so easy to play this position. Maybe bishop here, a5, natural ideas. Okay, black's edge is increasing, but somehow I made some mistakes. e5 here. Okay. And then maybe bishop g7. But this is equal or even better for white. Now I'm almost winning, and this trade idea is a good one. But where I went wrong? This is still winning, yes. Okay, maybe rook takes d5 is the mistake. Aha. It's not. But how I can... Aha, okay, I can take here. And then rook d8. My king goes here. Actually, it's not so hard. Okay, but I didn't see this one. So d3 is the last mistake. So okay, if rook goes here, I can play rook d8. He can't trade because these pawns are so strong, and I can hide my king here. Rook defense this, and then I can have rook d8 if needed. Okay. It wasn't so bad after all. It was a tough game, yes. Okay, let's play d4 this time. Aha, how to think faster. I think my one of my problems is that I'm not thinking fast enough. So, but maybe it's not good idea to play bullet at all. But if you want to play bullet, then of course you have to move first and think later. Maybe it's my advice to you, but maybe it's not the best. But if you can think in your opponent's time, that might be a good idea. Okay. What is this? Hmm. Okay, let's play knight f4. I want to develop my bishop, and if he plays e5, one of my ideas was to take here, play something like this, because he has already played a5, c6, and then bishop b6, knight a4, knight b6, and that kind of ideas might be useful. So I'm ready to trade queens, and now maybe queen, knight d3. This knight is quite well placed on d3, and this h5 might get black into trouble if I can play h3, g4. I'm not going to castle yet. Okay, b5 is the idea. Okay, that is the downside, to put knight here. Okay, but can I do this? If knight jumps here, I can maneuver my knight to b3 or f2. f2 might be the better if I can play g4 idea, but I'm not going to start with h3 because h4, and I think I don't have time to play bishop g5, bishop takes h4. So I try to stop b5, and if c5 happens, I'm ready for d5. If e5, then I'm going to take or play d5. Okay, let's see. Taking here and c5 is of course an option, but I think it gives nothing for white. So d5 is the move if I want to play for advantage, and now it's not so easy to play b5 because I have d takes c5, c6 in every case, and here maybe we take with c pawn. Now maybe bishop b5, or maybe it's better to keep the bishop here. It covers squares, and f5 is of course black's only idea. I think he can't use queen side. Maybe I can castle long and put my king on b1, but then a4 might get weak. So let's just develop this way, even castling here, or I don't know yet, maybe g4. I think I can play h4, g4, or start with g4. He can't sacrifice at the moment, and okay, if I play this, then there is no attack on king side, but I don't want to let this happen. So I start with g4. Or should I just castle? Maybe it's better, because f5 will make black's position weaker, and I can play g4 later because my knight and bishop are covering these pawns pretty well, so why not this way? Looks easier, looks better. I can create play on queen side quite quickly, I guess. Now knight will jump on b5. I have bishop pair and so on if he takes, but maybe I still try something even more concrete, but okay, this looks good enough for rabbit chess. I think I can trade this one. Let's see. These pawns might get weak. Should I take with this pawn? Is this knight hanging somehow? Maybe it's not. This bishop is quite well here. I can trade this knight, or maybe I can take here, and then it's going to drop, but I have to be careful not to let this diagonal, if I give this diagonal for black, then I might get in trouble. Should I trade this knight or not? Trade or not to trade? If I can get my knight on c4, then it's better to keep this knight. This knight is not getting anywhere, but maybe it will someday. Okay, let's play this way. At least now I have better bishop if I take here. But should I keep those bishops? Can he play knight c5? If I take, there is nasty pin at least. So, and this knight will land here, at least in some lines. Okay. If I take and put my queen here, I think I have advantage. This pawn might fall. Or I can play queen b3. That's another option. Queen b5 looks interesting. That ending should be good for me, because he can't really keep the c file. And this bishop is out of play. f5 is nothing if queens are off the board. So this looks very, very good for me. I think so. Now he will lose a pawn if he plays this way. I can take here, trade. Or is this too dangerous? I think he can't have too much on king's side, so looks quite good. Interesting. If I play Queen, bishop b6, queen g5. Okay, and what now? I would like to trade queens, but I think I can't take here. So rook here, if we take, and then push the pawn, maybe. Okay, let's see. I can't see anything better. So I think these pawns are much weaker than my c pawn, and actually that might be a good pawn when it goes here, because it opens up this d4 d pawn. But my idea is not to trade these. I try to win those, but let's see. I think he can't double here, because c4, rook c1, queen, bishop b6, and then I think we have good prospects. Okay, the time might be an issue here, so I have to be quicker. Okay, let's put rook here. It hits here. I mean, queen hits here now. If queen goes here, then c4. I think it's much better order to play first rook c1. If I play c4, then queen goes here. Maybe it's not so big difference, but okay, now he tries to take here, of course. But after g3, okay, he has something like that. So maybe he goes, okay. I can't play. Oh, okay. That was a mouse clip, but slip, but actually it's not so bad. Queen takes c4. And I was considering this, but I was considering also g3. He doesn't have this if I play g3. So king h1. Because now this will be a mistake, because then queen drops. And I have chance to put my bishop on g1 with, and this defensive resources are very good for white, I think so. Now I can even take here, because there is no rook takes c4. I have bishop g1. Maybe he tries to think, is there fortress with bishop and rook against queen in this line? But I think, well, not so easy. Okay, but now I can take here. If he takes, there's nothing. Oh, some tactics. But now I have queen a e8, f5. I think he can't do that. Maybe should try something like that. Okay, c5 looks good. I can trade rooks, queens, and everything. c6 is of course the idea. I think he have to take. I don't want to give any squares for him. I will play d6. I think so, or maybe queen here. Okay, let's play queen here. I think he can't do something like this because bishop is hanging. Okay, bishop d b6. Can I play for checkmate? This might lead some kind of Trovis line, but do I have chances to avoid that? I think I should go for bishop b4, check, and then there's too much play. He can't allow that, but let's see. Okay, now g3 was my idea. My queen covers this one. I have bishop b4. I can take this with queen. Now d6, d7 is already a threat. I think there is checkmate in few moves. Maybe h4 first. There's no big difference, of course. Okay, that was an interesting game. Let's see what we have in chat. So we have 55 votes. So this format is leading at the moment, and then playing with viewers. Okay, that's good. Let's play at least a few more today. Thank you. Okay, let's play Marochi blind position. a5 is usually the idea, or bishop here, knight d7. Then it's not the best to trade these bishops, even though it looks quite natural, but b3 to stop a4. If I trade here, then it's easier for black to trade those queens. This should be a little bit better for white. Okay, b6, I think queen b6 is the best, because now there's no play on queen side. f5 is the only plan for black, and I think I can try to put my bishops here, rook here, and push, jump here, and then, okay, let's see. I think f5 is the main move here, the main idea. Maybe not yet, but it will come later. And after f5, maybe bishop d4 and trading this bishop is a good idea. But I can make some preparations like this way. Have to be careful, because against accelerated dragon, you have to be careful for tactics. Black has many nice little tactical ideas. For example, here, maybe he will b5 somehow. If I jump here, then I think he can't play b5. Okay, there's bishop c3 after taking here. Maybe it's an option. Let's see, maybe I should play rook c1 here. And then knight here or here. Let's see. He didn't play f5. So what is the plan here? Maybe a4 was the plan, but then I have knight b5. If he takes and knight c5, I have b4, and then this knight will drop. Good morning. This looks interesting, but maybe I have knight b6, so, but he has knight c5, so it's nothing special. I would like to play knight b5, but he will take and put knight c5, and I don't have b4. At least I don't have it. Yeah. Oh, well. Should I trade this or not? It's not easy decision. I would like to play something like this, but it might get my position weaker. So, maybe I will jump here and trade and try to get something. Maybe it's not the best, but I didn't see anything better. I think he can't play b5, and e7 might be a weakness later, or even now. And now I think I can start this attack also after bishop g5, rook e4. Okay, there is nothing, actually, I think so. So let's go for this. This bishop is very strong here because it prevents b5. And I think it's the It's the only idea for black, because if he plays e4, e5, e6, I can make en passant and then queen takes d6. And I have very big space advantage, and that's why I think I have time to do this. Even open H file might give some chance to put rooks here if black doesn't have anything. I mean, if there is no own plans, then I can put this pawn here, maybe trade. But knight is very strong here. It prevents rook e4, rook h4 ideas. But I think this is a quite pleasant position to play. Queen tries to get here. So maybe I should play g4, but then e6 might be something. So maybe just queen f4. I think he can't do this. It's too weak. Or queen c2, why not? Geez, this check might be something. f6, trade, queen f5. Okay, let's start with rook e3. If queen goes here, I can double those rooks. f6 I can handle, and g4 rooks here, and then I think he can't play e6. But let's see, I'm not sure. Queen f5. Maybe bishop f4 after g4. Now I have time advantage and positional advantage, maybe. What to do? Okay. Now I think I have to take. And rook d3. Try to take that pawn. I will play these moves. If he takes, I will take with the pawn. Okay, but it's not so easy. Bishop e5, queen f5. There might be some counterplay, actually. So I think I should not take here too early. I have to make this position more stable, and then bishop g2 and take this later. Or maybe I can't take it. And in that case, okay, at least I put my rook here. Bishop e5, and I have f4. Queen here, I think I can do this. Bishop e5, f4. Oh, he can take with the bishop or with the queen. So bishop here, I should play this immediately. Queen here, the same, I guess. G3. I think he should be very active. Even b5 might be something. But then I have c5, okay? What is the plan? Okay. Okay, let's play g3 with the idea of f4, bishop g2, and then these pawns are very weak. It would be disaster if bishop goes somewhere, can get here, but I think there's no any chance to get bishop there. Okay, maybe f4 and bishop here, and then I try to take over this e file. For example, bishop c6, and then rook here, and then bishop back, and try to win this f7. Because if I take this one, then it helps black to trade rooks, and my king's position might get too weak. So it's better to not to take this pawn too early. f4 and okay, maybe he tries to get somewhere with the queen. Let's play bishop g2. I can't see anything wrong with that plan. Maybe queen goes to e2. But then f4, why not? Maybe d5 is the idea here for him. So let's play f4 and bishop d5. Okay, he tries to trade the queens. Okay, I think I can play this way. And then I have bishop c6. Why he is offering draw? Of course, this is better for white. Then bishop c6 and then rook here. Okay, let's try. I can even take this one. Maybe not, because queen e4 might give some play. Oh, that was an interesting tactic. But I think I have this one. And what then? I can take here. He doesn't have this, and I can collect those pawns. d5 is, of course, a move. I think he probably should try something like that. Okay, he didn't, but now I think my position has to be much better. I will keep an eye on this square, and Okay, how to make progress here? Bishop d5 somehow. Okay, let's take here. This rook is very active, so maybe I try to trade that rook away. Aha, okay. Now I should play bishop. Okay, let's play bishop here. Maybe it's not the best idea, but I try to trade one pair of rooks, but not both, because then it might lead a draw. Okay, what is this? He gives me a pawn. Now I have to go here. No, here. Maybe b4. Oh, let's play this one. Now this bishop might drop actually. Yeah. Now I think I can already trade rooks. But let's see. I would like to keep this pawn. Rook here, rook here. Can I do this? G4. It looks quite good. There's no perpetual. So bishop, oh, rook here maybe. How to defend those? Okay. And now what we will have, we have at least this one. Okay, I have to speed up actually. Okay. C5. Oh, he has that one. Okay, let's do this. Mm-hmm. Oh, whoops. Fighting spirit. Okay, that was an interesting game as well. Okay, let's play e5 this time. Okay, this is the main line, but actually this is quite an interesting one. We can take with with d-pawn, and the idea is to castle and get bishop on f8 after rook here, and then we have quite normal development. So this is a good choice if you want to play something else than the main line. It was spicy, yes, but it was very hard to convert that edge, but in practical point of view, it was also quite hard to find good moves for black, and maybe that was the reason why he ended up in time trouble. Okay, maybe he can take here and play d4. H6 was probably unnecessary. Maybe I can play knight d4, but he can take and play knight e2. So maybe I should go without. This is quite a common idea. And then c6 d5 or c6 d6. Okay, we have already 60 votes. Thank you all who have voted. It helps me to create better content. Okay, is this a threat? Might be, but I can play rook here. And then bishop f8 if needed. c6, bishop c4. Maybe he can take here then, because queen takes g6 is an option. So I want to start with this, and now he played this anyway. So maybe I didn't want to. Okay, let's see. At least now there's no tactical ideas with this bishop sack. c6 d5. If knight jumps here, I have very nice idea to put knight here and then c6 d5 with tempo. This knight will come back. If I trade here, then it's not so good. I think so. Maybe even knight here. But g4 is something. Knight here. Oh, and that is the reason why I should play knight h7 instead of knight h5. Okay, c6 b5 d5 is probably the best idea. So it looks very natural, and actually it's going to win a piece if black doesn't prevent d5 d4 idea. So this position looks already a bit better for black. What white can do here? Bishop b6 looks quite slow. Okay, f4, of course, but there's some downsides. Oh, maybe I can play d5 still. If he plays f5, then I can just put my knight somewhere and there's d4. So this is must, I guess. And then if I take here, he will take, I will take, and then d4. So there might be some sacrificing ideas on f6, but still I think this should work. maybe it's the only idea for white to take here and take here. Or maybe first here. Anyway, this should be better for black. Oh, there was bishop b5. I didn't see that one. Okay. Maybe he was lucky. Okay, rook e6 looks good. Bishop d4. Okay. Maybe this is not so good after all. Why not d4? Takes. I can take that with the knight. Yeah. And it wins. Okay, 2 pieces for the rook, but it should be good. Is there some tactical shots? I think there is no. Okay, let's do that. Of course, my pieces are somewhat passive at the moment, but it's. I think I will develop those quite quickly, and there's no immediate threats because this is already covered by the knight. Knight g4, bishop takes it. So I think black is better here. And also there's also bishop pair, which is very good if we trade both knights in that position. Usually bishop pair against rook is the most powerful minor pieces combination. Okay, he thinks. What is the move? One idea is to take here, but I will take here. Okay. Because if I take here, now my king's position is weaker than in those other lines, and I think this is the best option for white. But if I take here, then my knight is hanging. Oh, I can collect this with the queen. But then I'm going to lose 2 pieces. I mean 2 pawns. But I think I don't have anything better. I have to take here. He takes with queen. And then maybe I have something extra, but I can't see it now. Okay, let's take here. Maybe I go for this. If I take on d3, oh, actually I can take here. I can check and take here. It's a bit risky looking, but I can have this one. Okay, let's take it. If he takes here, then I will have quite good position, and then those pawns will drop on queen side. Oh, I can have this extra option. I think so. Or is it just better to take this immediately? Maybe it is. Interesting. Okay, queen c6, and the threat is to take here. Okay, I go for that. Now I have my queen in the right side. It defends the rook. I can play b6, bishop b7. Maybe knight will jump here, because I think he will see this. It's very easy to see. But in any case, I will have this plan, and I think it works well for black. Knight e5 is something. Okay, should I play queen c7? Maybe I should. Or queen d6. Which one is the better? Oh, this is hanging, so I have to be careful. Queen d7, queen f5. Okay, let's do this. Oh, there's queen h4. Queen here. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. I will do this. Oh, but then there's rook but maybe it's not nothing actually. Okay, queen f5 was my move. But do we have something better? f6 maybe? Because I think I can block this file and put my bishop here eventually. Now bishop d6. Or queen c7 actually, yes. It helps me to bring my bishop here. Now bishop e6 looks very good, or maybe queen bishop d7, or maybe knight first. Yes, okay, let's play this. It already gives some counter plans, not only defensive resources. Okay, he tries to take here. Interesting, but I have knight f5. The idea is to probably take here and create some play. But now I think this will drop, or I will have okay, this will be okay. Now we are piece up with bishop pair. Okay, I think it was here for today. So tomorrow I will train with the computer The idea is to play against 2200 bots, this kind of 10-minute games, and train to play rapid chess. And of course, I try to play good openings in the same time. So see you there if you are available. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. See you.